Hello everyone, we're going to be playing our Sith Inquisitor Javik. This is not quite the normal Wonder of SWTOR. We're going to be specifically playing the class stories, as I wanted to do some research on my free-to-play account about how you can gear up at level 60 when you have all the restrictions as a free-to-play player. Some of you may remember from the very first episode of the Wonder of Star Wars: The Old Republic that that's what I was mainly playing this for, was to be able to feel how it's like to be a free-to-play player with all the same restrictions and see what kind of tips and tricks we can find with that. So my goal right now, although I haven't played Javik in a very long time, is to try and without rushing, get through his class story and go try out some of the expansions and see what kind of stuff that drops and what kind of restrictions there are as we play. So I haven't played Javik in a very, very long time, but I realize I'm hopping back in at a super cool point in the story where I'm going to be confronting Darth Thanaton. And if you're watching this and haven't watched any of the Wonder SWTOR yet, this is an ongoing series with big gaps near the end where I play my Sith Inquisitor on my free-to-play account. So here we go, and let's see what's going on. Oh, this is cool. This is so cool! Everything we have done brings us... Oh, get out of here! I'm trying to take a good screenshot!
By them.
There we go. We have it. Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go. Oh, I'm super excited for this. I didn't realize this is the point we were coming into. Ah, let's go! Let's go. Get out of my way, yellow text. Ah, I'm so excited.
After Lord Cineratus's death, I knew you'd be here eventually. Your persistence is reckless, foolish, insulting. You mock the Sith Order by pretending you are worthy of facing me.
This doesn't need to end in violence.
It is the law of the Sith, and the law is inviolable. You are young and proud. No doubt all you see is a withered old man waiting to be crushed and succeeded. Roland?
Yes, Master.
The apprentice of a disobedient Sith must die. Let us do our solemn duty. This time, I will be sure to dispose of your corpse personally.
I will not be a corpse.
Excuse me as I take 6,000 screenshots. Okay, here we go. Ooh. We have been playing a Sith Inquisitor on my main account quite a lot now. It's crazy. I actually know what most of these abilities are, even though I haven't played Javik in a really long time. I'm gonna annihilate him out of the universe. Boom! Ha Roland, you're done. And Thanaton. Oh, this is so cool. And yeah, Javik looking just super cool, you know? Does he have some type of special buff, or is this just from his abilities? I think it's actually just from... No, they gave it to me for the story. Oh, here, let's dismiss our companion for a second. Oh my goodness, that's cool. Ha! Oh, super cool. I forgot, I haven't played the Sith Inquisitor story for quite a while, at least not into the later storylines for sure. Alright, let's talk to Thanaton.
You must stop this nonsense now.
Don't let him talk to you like that.
He's a treacherous snake. Cut out his fangs.
Careful now. Don't lose control.
I warned you my ritual was dangerous. I warned you it was not for the weak, but you drank the poison.
What have you done, you fool? You can't handle that kind of power.
What just happened? Where's Thanaton?
You're dying, little snake. Don't struggle. It'll only prolong the agony.
One thing I forgot to mention about the Force binding. you should never ever bind more than one ghost at a time. Or else, well, you'll see.
I'm still not sure I understand. I was fighting Thanaton.
Too much exertion wears you out, lowers your defenses.
We had no choice but to serve you before, but now we can finally have some fun.
Sith. Back in the land of the living. Easy now.
You overextended yourself. The ghost's power was too much for your body to adapt to so quickly. And that's not to mention the little chats you've been having in your sleep. Let me guess, the ghosts?
That's not yours to know.
Deny it outright next time. Evasion is as good as confirmation.
Whatever the cause, you look dire. And Thanaton will take advantage unless we find a cure quickly.
Give me some time to do some research. Ashara, I'll need your help. Holocrons are impossible these days.
Oh, that was so cool after such a long break. That was an amazing cutscene to come back into. My goodness. Oh, wow. Just wonderful. Look at this. Little Sith is dying, so we need to go find him. What's interesting is I can't remember the last time I played this on my female Sith Inquisitor. I don't remember if she decided to bind the ghosts or let them go. So I'm wondering what this cutscene is like if you decide to let the ghosts go or not bind them. I think you still invite them in. I think you just don't bind them forcefully. Is that correct? Use your ship's intercom. Okay, so we will eventually be able to travel to our ship using our character perks. It's called Priority Transport Personal Starship. It requires Legacy level 15 and level 20. So what am I at for my Legacy level? Oh, I'm only 9, so I'm still quite far away. You'll start getting Legacy levels a lot faster at a higher level. Like if you're level 3, your character, and you just started, you're not going to get Legacy levels very fast at all, but they come faster the higher up you are. Ah, so you do let some of the ghosts go, it sounds like, if you're playing this more light-sided.
Destination?
So we're gonna head over to, I think we can quick travel over to the spaceport now. Yeah, here we go. I liked having Andronikos taking care of me. It feels like a throwback to my original Sith Inquisitor. I was playing a female Sith Inquisitor, very crazy, very does what she wants, and so her and Andronikos were romantic in the game, and they felt like a very good fit. I really liked that romance. Obviously, this character, I had already chosen for him to romance Ashara, so he can't romance Andronikos at all due to no same male or female romances in the base game. But I think we're gonna have fun romancing Ashara later on. Can you romance with Camval? Yes, but not in the early story. I'm so used to having my 6 million different speed boost options on my main account. I'm like, where are my rocket boots? Ah, I see. So for the ghosts, keeping or letting them go comes up later in the story. So we're not quite where I'm kind of remembering stuff. Give any spoilers, but Camval's been through a lot when you meet him again later in the story, and you have an option to have romance the monster. Yeah, I don't think I will have the option in this playthrough. In this playthrough, I kind of wanted to try and keep Lord Zash around without being too spoilery. There is an option to do that. Use your ship's intercom. Okay. Let's go. So normally when we were playing this, one of the things we were focusing on was doing every single mission that we came across, but because I wanted to do this research about level 60, I'm going to focus on just the class story. And then, oh, you know what's weird? Technically, I could skip ahead to Bakeb. Ooh, I really want to play Javik now that we're here, though. Oh, the intercom's in the other room. I always forget. And here, I think it's in this room.
It makes no sense. Darth Thanaton produced over 3,000 volumes, writings and protocols. Makes a one-line notation. I'm hearing voices, must find cure. Then nothing. In 3,000 volumes, not a single other mention of the subject.
Do you think Thanaton could have tampered with your resources?
These are common diaries, not Sith secrets. There's no reason anyone would... No, you're right. Why didn't I see this before? Volume 2397, line 232. Killed my 4th apprentice today. Caught him spying. Seamline, volume 2455. Killed my 4th apprentice today. Caught him spying. The entire volume is a duplicate.
What happened to the other volume?
Thanaton must have grasped what was going on when he confronted you and ordered the volumes switched. Let's hope he didn't destroy them. He keeps a private, heavily guarded library under Drummond Castle. I'm not supposed to know about it, but for various reasons I do. I'm guessing Darth Thanaton's missing volume and another by Darth Thanaton are there. Both could be imperative to your survival.
I was talking to you guys and I was muted. I'm sorry. Mic check indeed. When we were talking about Javik's story, when we were first creating him... That's the reminder for the mic check, sorry. We were imagining what is he like, what drives his decisions, and one of the big ones was freedom. So in the Sith Inquisitor story, you start off as a slave. It doesn't really give you a lot of specifics. I imagined him working like the quarries and building the statues and stuff in Droman costs. And first off, he wants to get away. His second motive was to find and protect his mother and father who got divided from him in his story that I created. Not in the Star Wars The Old Republic story, but like our own personal story that we made up that would have taken place before the Sith Inquisitor story starts. So in our little personal story, he doesn't quite feel free yet from the Sith. He still feels very tied to them. A lot of the earlier part of the game, he was amassing resources and favors so that he could eventually get away. So now he kind of has. He's gotten a ship, but he's still incredibly bound to Lord Zash because Thanaton is trying to kill him. Thanaton will kind of stop at nothing to destroy him, and he doesn't feel like running away would meet his two goals, which is one, to be free. Can't be free if someone's chasing you down trying to kill you. And two, he really wants to protect his family. Before he was scared of Darth Scotia, and now he's scared of Thanaton. And he knows that if they find his family first, they will use that to their advantage, even if they can't catch him all the time. His family story, him and his dad went to fight in a war and never came back. And then his mom was with him, and things started to get heated on Alderaan. And she also wanted to hide him from the Sith there. She didn't want him to be, like, caught and sent to the Sith Academy. So she took him and escaped on a ship. but then they got caught in Sith space. So they got separated. She got also put into slavery. Eventually, in our story, Javik found her in the shipyards of Balmora, and it was really cool. We did a short story about it and everything. But his mom, he put up in an apartment in Drummond Koss to protect her and keep an eye on her. But eventually, she's no longer there, and he doesn't know that. And then his dad is still missing. I kind of know where he is, but Javik has no idea at all. So here we go. Let's go talk to the library guard captain. This looks like it's going to be a cool cutscene. I don't really remember this one.
Stop right there. Sorry, my lord, but you're not allowed in here.
You will let me in. I'm welcome here.
We will let you in. You're welcome here. Thanaton keeps his most useful holocrons on the far wall. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if you took one.
You need to get a better guard. I just walk right in here. This is a super cool area. Like, can you imagine all the stuff that's stored down here? I wish you could just come down here regularly, not during the story. Yeah, we need this one right here. Thank you. Nope, that's not it, apparently. What does my quest say? Search the library for information. There's another area set up like this. I believe it's in the Korban Academy, yeah? Search the library for information. The tablet, the price of power. Do you think the Beta family will ever find a happy ending someday? I think they will, at some point. They'll be all reunited. They'll all be wounded in one way or another. They'll need some serious... I don't know if they're therapists in SWTOR. They'll need some help. But they'll at least all be together again in the end, is in my imagination. And they'll all have gotten enough power within the Empire individually that they won't be threatened to have their freedom ever taken away again. Okay, I think we need to find one more piece of information. I feel like I missed one along the way here. I got a little distracted by all the tiny, pretty, glowy things. I wasn't looking for any of the big ones. That were the big blue glowy things. Let's go look downstairs. Oh, there's another... I haven't been in here, but I think this is just a hallway. Yeah. Can you read the tablet? I don't think it gives you any information, and I think it's in Ancient Sith. I'm not entirely sure if it's something that could have been translated or not. We'll have to look that up later. Oh, here we go. I could take this datacron. Writings of Darth Thanaton. Yeah, maybe they can... I don't know. I don't know if Javik will... Oh, after perusing the many writings, you find the missing volume of Darth Thanaton. Voices growing more persistent. Must find cure soon. Having trouble concentrating. Is what's in the missing volume. Have heard that a new species on a planet called Voss knows healing rituals far beyond our own. Must go and find out. The ritual is real, but these strange aliens will not share it. Ruin of Voss! They are secretive, private, and they have no respect for the power of a Sith. They worship their mystics and follow their every command. My voices grow louder by the day. View Darth Aratus's holocron. Where's that at? I don't know if Javik will go through the Knights of the Fallen Empire or not. I don't think he can, period, because this is a free-to-play account, so we'll kind of keep that in mind too. You find several holocrons belonging to Darth Aratus, but only one of them something or other. I'm misreading it, sorry.
The ritual I performed was too much power too quickly. I am disintegrating rapidly. I have begun to drain parts of my power into holocrons.
though it is only a temporary solution. My research points to a cure, almost too amazing to fathom, but I must try, and I must succeed. It will require going into the heart of Belsavis, a place so racked with chaos I shudder to think of going. Still, no time for hesitation. I go now, or not at all.
Ooh. Belsavis or boss. I want to see if I can get a screenshot of these. They're so high up, though. Kind of like hard to see them. Oh, is this one lower? This one might be lower. Oh yeah, there we go. This'll do. I like taking pictures of datacrons. Or holocrons. There's so many different ones in the game. Alright. Use your ship's intercom. So I think I'll just quick travel back to my ship, huh? So yeah, this character will be stuck at level 60 as a free-to-play character. They'll be able to do, with two of the first two expansions added to the game for free, he'll be able to do the Rise of the Hutt Cartel expansion and the Shadow of Revan expansion. But then he'll just stop. He'll stop all personal progression, I guess you could say, once he's finished that. So right now I'm at 60, actually, but I can't get to level 61, which is fine, because I can still do the story just fine. I'm still amassing credits and gear and all that stuff and personal prestige. So if I was a true free-to-play player and this was my main account, then I could decide, do I want to maybe go after some of the reputation tracks? That would be a great thing to go do as a free-to-play player. I haven't even touched those at all. I could go achievement hunting. I could go do lots of flashpoints. I don't think they're gonna raise the free-to-play cap with the next expansion. They only very recently raised it at all. Oh, I had a horrible sneeze there. Sorry. He won't be able to access... I'm not actually sure what he can access right now for the group finder for flashpoints. Let's take a look. So it looks like he can do all the ones related to the base game, Shadow of Revan, and Rise of the Hutt Cartel, but he can't do any of the later ones, which makes sense. He doesn't have any access to them. So this is my Sith Inquisitor. This is my main character on my free-to-play account. And then on my main account, my favorite character, my favorite class to play is my Trooper tank. So Trooper, Vanguard, I think she's called a Shield Specialist. I always forget what exactly. She's my favorite one to play. I actually have a character similar to this one in playstyle. So I have two that are similar. I have a Sith Inquisitor. She's my first Sith Inquisitor. She's actually an assassin instead of a sorcerer, so she can use stealth. I really like that class as well, and she's also a tank. And then on... oh, use their ship's intercom, my bad. On the flip side, on the Republic side, I have a character that will play the same. So Javik is a lightning character. I have one that's a mirror class called Telekinetics. It plays the same way, but looks very different, and she's a Jedi Consular.
I found some things that look relevant.
Excellent. It will take some time for Ashara and I to study these. In the meantime, you may want to check in on Harkun. Make certain he knows you're alive, and that he shouldn't take any liberties with the trials.
I would very much like to know how my future apprentice is coming along.
I'll let you know the moment I find anything.
Furiously mashing my mute button so you guys can hear me. Travel to Korriban. Alright. I want to go to Voss and Belsavis. We heard about them in the writings. Someone was asking, what is your favorite character from the original series, like the original movies? Speak to Harkun. I don't know if I have a favorite character from like the original trilogy, the oldest one. Probably Leia. It's because you see she's a sassy lady. I like her. I like a lot of the characters from the prequel movies a lot. I like a lot of the side characters that were introduced. They helped really spark my imagination about Star Wars, I guess you could say, although they didn't have major parts in the movie. I have trouble remembering her exact name. I believe it's Illuminara. She's a Miri Allen in the background. She's a Jedi. And then they also have Shakti, the Togruta. She's also kind of in the background. Just all these super cool characters that you really don't know a lot about, but help create the universe of Star Wars. Good news, you can still smack Harkun. Do I have some Harkun slime, slave, slug slapping coming up? If so, that makes me a very happy person. Alright, where are we headed here? We can mount up. And it's nice on my like free-to-play account, or my main account, when I'm doing this. This is such a cool vista. I love it. Love Korriban. I hope one day they expand on Korriban. I was kind of wondering if, for the expansion, if they would go back to Tython and Korriban and expand them. For Tython, it wouldn't make a ton of sense with the current story without saying too many spoilers. But for Korriban, the Sith Academy is still very much there. It was hurt by a recent war, but it definitely wasn't going anywhere. Where are we heading? Heading to speak to Harkun. I saw someone running around on a Voltilla behind me. That was cute. Sweet, let us speak to Harkun and give him a slap. Here we go.
Time for death, Twi'lek.
Kava tupa stumpa, ma kingsa.
Quiet, both of you. You know your trial. Now go. My lord, you just missed the latest trial. As you can see, we have a wild group. All except the human. He was surprisingly quick to die.
Through no interference of yours, I trust.
These wretches can get themselves killed without my help. My credits are on the three-eyed one, personally. Uglier than my twisted Sith grandmother, but he has the same determined glint you had.
I wouldn't bet against him.
You know, I'm starting to enjoy working with these misshapen freaks. At least it's never boring. While you're here, is there anything particular you want to accomplish with these trials? Many Sith Lords use the Acolytes to gather things from the tombs for them.
It's very interesting. So they're kind of playing into the idea that when you first join the Sith as a Sith Inquisitor, the Empire has just started accepting non-humans and non-Sith purebloods into their ranks. And you can kind of see it growing now, and it's super cool. When you get into the most recent expansion, you can see that the Empire has gone full throttle and is fully taking advantage of any resource they can get without being, I don't know if the word is racist, speciesist. Like, there's a main character who's a Twi'lek, and she is obviously an alien, and she's I don't remember her exact rank, but she's in charge of a very elite squad and really kicking butt for the Empire, where that position wouldn't have been open to her if we were playing in the current, like right now, era of the Old Republic, where aliens are still slugs, slime, slave, and all that. So Javik, I think, can use more artifacts because he's trying to get resources. He doesn't actually really care about acolytes very much at all.
Anything that will help me in my struggle with Thanaton would be appreciated.
I think I know something. I'll contact you when they are on their last trial so that you can arrive in time for the results.
Right, use your... Oh, it's just sent me into Korriban to check on things. Okay, let's go back to our ship. Oh, we have to run back.
When
we can go here.
Can we talk?
No, sorry. Maybe eventually one day. And yes, her name is Anri, and her rank is Major Anri. But it's really cool to see how the, it's clear the original writers, even from day one of playing a Sith Inquisitor, you can already see that this is the route that the story was supposed to be taking 9 to 10 years ago. And you can see now in the current storyline that it got there. It's really cool. Like, they didn't, like, forget about it or anything like that. It was absolutely carried on. Malgus's plan. Your ship. Sweet. I like how Harkun works for me now, though. Still want to give him a slap. Not gonna lie. I got called nasty names one too many times on Javik, I think. So right now, Javik is basically trying to get free, but in a very different sense than when he was in the... I do this every time. I'm gonna go to my intercom. In a sense, he's no longer a slave, but he still is kind of a... He is very trapped by the Sith, and they're wanting to take him down, and he doesn't have enough power to keep them out. Not to mention he's sick.
I've been looking over the information you recovered from Thanaton's library.
Any truth to the rumors there's a big old Republic prison on Belsavis?
I heard something of that from Master Ryan, but I didn't want to believe it.
Unfortunately, Belsavis looks like the most promising lead. Darth Thanaton went there seeking a cure for the deterioration of his body. It sounds like precisely the thing you need.
I want to keep all options open. Continue to research Voss while I go to Belsavis.
Yes, my lord.
My knowledge is limited, but I'll brief you once we dock with the Belsavis space station.
Alright. So we are going to probably go to Voss, it sounds like. Specifically for that reason, once we get there. Travel to Belsavis. Use your ship's intercom. Okay. I'll get this right one of these centuries.
We've arrived at the Belsavis spaceport.
Good. We'll have to work quickly if we're to find a cure for your strange ailment. We know that a Sith called Darth Thanaton suffered a similar problem. His power became too much for him, and he began to deteriorate. We also know that he went to Belsavis in search of a Rakata device that he believed could fix him, whatever that means.
Who were these Rakata?
Little is known of them. They were highly advanced and ruled the galaxy. Then they just disappeared. I've looked into Belsavis. There is indeed evidence that the Rakata were here, and that they built some kind of monumental prison.
The Rakata on Belsavis? My friend, you trade in myths and wonders. Myths and wonders.
The Republic have arrived since, however, and built their own prison. Whatever this device is, we'll have to navigate 2 prisons to get to it.
I'll destroy that prison piece by piece if I have to.
Fortunately, that work has already begun. The Empire recently discovered the Republic's prison and staged a massive prison break.
Saves us the trouble of breaking in, I guess.
It also means the planet is in chaos, and any trail Darth Thanaton left will have been obliterated.
I wonder what the Empire wants with Belsavis. It seems rather out of the way.
I'm afraid I've been out of the loop too long to say. But while perusing the Republic prison logs, I discovered a familiar name. The Circle, a group of criminal technologist Nikto I once employed. They never met a system they couldn't slice, or a machine they couldn't reverse engineer. Perhaps they can interpret Darth Thanaton's diagrams on Belsavis.
Then I will speak to them.
A good start.
I bet one of the guardhouses has a record of where they were kept. I've seen my share of prisons.
We must be careful. Belsavis is a place of unknown danger. But be quick. The dates on Darth Thanaton's records show his condition worsening rapidly.
I like that. I said Javik with great conviction said, I will tear that prison down brick by brick. Andronicus approves. Zash approves. Talos doesn't like it because we're destroying artifacts in the meantime, probably doing that. Alright, find the guard captain. Cool, we can head down to Belsavis. I'm pretty sure I'm over Belsavis. Yes, I am. Good to go. So we're heading down to Belsavis. I really like this planet. I think I had something planned for Belsavis in Javik's story. I think it was actually where he was going to find his master. So let me go take a quick look at my notes that I'd taken a while ago. The Wonder of SWTOR. Do I have the word Belsavis in here anywhere? Belsavis? No, that was like a secret note. Master? Sith Master. Ah, his master was called Lord Shallan. Oh, he's on boss. Oh, hella cool. Okay, before his disappearance, Lord Shallan was studying Sith alchemy, and his area of expertise was Sith spawn, modifying living creatures with the Force to enhance or corrupt them. He had recently developed an interest in sentient species, but it is unknown how actively he pursued this interest. Friction between him and his fellow teachers, and even him and the Dark Council, was high due to his views on recruiting alien species into the Academy and treating them equally to other acolytes. This difference in views forced him to retire, and he chose instead to delve into his research. While excavating and exploring the tombs of Korriban, he found something he kept secret from the other Sith, something so powerful or so dangerous that another Lord might want him killed over it. From this discovery, he decided that in Sith alchemy, that to enhance beasts, more pure dark side energy would be required. To test this theory, which strayed dangerously close to the light side, he would have to go to a planet less imbued with the dark side. He would not be welcome on Tython, as his motives were not benign, but instead would seek a planet that did not treat the Force as black and white, Jedi and Sith. Maybe he traveled to Voss to speak to the Voss mystics, or ventured into the dark heart of the forest with its twisted creatures to investigate further into Sith alchemy. Oh snap! Apparently I knew exactly where this was going. I don't think we have anything on Belsavis that we need to look for in terms of in terms of story. Have we already gone to Tython? I think we have. So the other story plot line that we're kind of following for his progress is his missing father. So his father, after him and his mother left their home planet of Alderaan, his father was able to return from the war. It took him a while to get home, but he eventually made it, and his family was gone. So then he was like, the heck do I do? And then he went back to the war. And he got sent to another planet, returned to Dathomir, and that was the last like little story snippet I had written about him. Oh, he crashed into the desert of Tatooine. So Javik at some point needs to go back to Tatooine to go find his dad. But I don't think I really need to decide anything. I just need to like sit down and write that interaction. Write that interaction out. So if there's anything on Belsavis to find, we should look for any cues or clues about his previous master, Lord Shallan. Oh, that's crazy. So one of our players said, I've heard some people saying that the Sith entity on Belsavis is Kreia. Is that confirmed or just suppositions? I haven't even ever heard that theory before. Where does that Sith entity show up? Is that part of the Sith Inquisitor story, or is that going to be part of the planetary story, which I wasn't going to play today? Going the right way. I'm just trying to avoid all the like the escaped prisoners and stuff like that. Javik's on a mission. It doesn't involve fighting escaped Twi'leks. Oh, it's part of the Sith warrior story. I'd have to go back and remember what I've seen about that. Oh, is it the lady with her arms out like this and she's floating over a big red pool? Is that the one that I'm thinking of? Or is it something else? I don't know if I can sneak through here. Let's see. Nope. Go, 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 Javik. Go, go, go. That's the one. I remember that being a super cool cutscene. I don't remember it being anything related to Kreia, but I bet you someone was probably like comparing the types of things that character said and what Kreia would like to say. Hey, look, another Sith Inquisitor. I wonder what they're doing here. I keep trying to go into stealth and it's not working very well. Why is this sorcerer? Yeah, that'd be a fun one to go back and look at. I haven't played the Sith Warrior story in a while though. Let's see, what do we got doing here? Looks like just go forward and find the guard captain. Sounds good.
Come on, cough it up. Every name, every date, every blasted key.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cattle run the slaughterhouse now, partner. Don't play dumb.
Oh, that prisoner list. Of course. Right here.
I'll be taking that list.
Right. Sorry, Sith. You want the list? It's yours. We'll just be going.
Yeah, we'll be getting out of your way. Don't hurt us, please.
This is the kind of freedom Javik wants, right here.
You're just gonna kill me like all the others, aren't you?
If you tell me what I want to know, I might consider freeing you.
Sorry if I don't fall on my knees in gratitude. I just hope my family made it out of here alive. But you don't care, do you? What is it you want anyway?
There's a group of Nikto with an inordinate love of technology.
Yeah, I remember them. Ran off into one of those big vaults a few days ago to do whatever it is they do. Don't know if they're still alive, though.
We have a choice. Get to safety. We tell him that. Or you'd better be right. Or thank you, kill him. We've talked about this before, but Javik's, he's very impatient. He's quick to get angry, but he doesn't kill for fun. He's not like a wanton murderer, Sith, rage, whatever. So he actually does care about this guy's family, which is kind of funny. No way for this guy to know that.
Do yourself a favor and leave this planet.
You don't have to tell me. I'm getting the first shuttle out of here if I have to steal it.
Goodbye. Let's see. We have to go actually find them, so we got a ways to get out of here. Is this the right way? Oh yeah, here's our door. Perfect. So for those of you who are watching this close to when it came out, we recently got our really cool news that Star Wars The Old Republic is getting its next expansion. It's going to be called Legacy of the Sith. It's going to obviously come storyline-wise after the other expansions. And it'll be focused around the planet of Manon. So for those of you who enjoy Knights of the Old Republic, I'm sure you'll appreciate that. One of the big themes of the previous expansion was the resource war. Both the Republic and the Empire are low on resources to fight in the war, so any resources, especially planets as a whole, are very dear to them and important to them. The last kind of expansion storyline, there was a lot of stuff about fuel, and we've been told we're going to head back to Manon, so I'm sure it's going to be a focus around the Kolto resource, which is used for healing. Ah, run away! Run, run, run! There was a codex right there. I was scared to click it though. I didn't want to stop and fight them. Because I almost got my butt kicked in the hallway down there. We're also getting a new flashpoint on the planet of Elom, E-L-O-M. We know very little about that planet, but it sounds like it's gonna be ancient Sith rune focused. We don't really know much in the way of details yet. I'm not sure if I'm going the right way. Belsavis is a really big planet with lots of walls. So just in general, I'm really looking forward to the story of this expansion. I hope Manon's really big, because it sounds like they're only going to do 1 new planet instead of 2, which is the usual, what they usually do. But if Manon's big, I don't care if it's just 1 planet. Like, as long as it feels really fun and big to explore. And from the concept art they've shared so far, it kind of looks like that's what they're doing. Obviously, we have to wait to judge it till it gets there. They are making some major changes to the way classes work and stuff like that. We're still waiting for so many details and so many responses from the developers, though. I almost don't even want to talk about it any more than I already have. Because I put out 1 video about it called Combat Styles Explained. And then when they put stuff on the test server, it was something entirely different than what they described. And I think still both will be true. You'll still get the cool stuff with the advanced classes and switching around what advanced class you can be. But we'll see about the rest. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad yet. I'll let you know when they start giving more responses to developers. I imagine they're still kind of working at that at the point that I'm recording this video live. And yeah, one of our players says, apparently there's a species in Star Wars called the Elam that are native to the planet of Elam, and I hope we can see a few in the Flashpoint. Yeah, they're these big hairy guys, big hairy mole-like creatures. And there's also I don't know if it's Elam or Elamin. There's another set species on that planet as well, but it's kind of hard to tell during which time frame they're there. So there may be actually nobody on the planet at all right now, for all we know. You might not run into anyone native to that planet. I like this person. They're going ahead and killing everything for me. Yeah, let's help them. Phew! One of the things that I thought we might see is new species to play in the expansion, but they've talked a little bit about updating the character creator, and they've also said in the past that they've heard we'd like more choices for existing species. Like we say, like, we want more hairs, we want more colors and patterns for our characters and the way they look and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if instead of getting a new species, we'll get a big batch update of that. I don't know. It doesn't really affect this character too much, because Javik's, his look is very set. I love the way he looks. He's got like black cat fur with a little bit of white patches. I'm gonna die. Oh, my character's on passive. That's why he's not healing me. There we go. But some of my other characters, I don't. Some of them are very set, kind of like Javik. I wouldn't change Javik at all. But some of my other characters on my main account, they could definitely use a bit of a refresh. Like, I don't really have a huge connection to them. Love to try out some more character creator options. We're also kind of running out of, as we've talked a little bit about before, we're running out of species that fit the requirements for what species can be in the game. Like, it can't be a Wookiee. Wookiees are
300
tall.
transistors, 300! Sweet stuff, man, sweet stuff!
Yeah, sweet stuff!
Hey, what's this? You bring something juicy? Processor chip? Crazy Sith crystal tech? We'll trade for shuttle passes. No, just kidding. We love it here. Some real crazy tech. The droids don't even speak basic.
I like this guy a lot, but number 3 is the rudest option. The rudest option is "you speak basic?" ? Micto slicers.
Are you the ones that call yourselves the Circle?
You got it. Circle like circuit. Everything's connected. The galaxy is one big machine, and all our cells are like tiny little droids.
I like this guy.
Bzzz. Sweet electrical music. Could listen to that all day. You need something?
I'm very sick, and I heard there was some ancient healing technology to be found on Belsavis.
Oh, very sick.
That's some old Kolto injectors and a couple creepy-looking med droids, but nothing ancient. You got details?
I like these guys a lot. These guys are cool. I like the voice actor.
That's
for this
some
one
crazy-looking diagram, but I'm pretty sure we can help. Of course, last time we helped one of you, she did something for us, yeah?
Freakish monstrosities. They won't talk to us like that. We are Sith.
Get out of my head! I'm gonna yell, shut up.
Get out of my head.
Easy now. Nobody's in your head. We'll help you, all right? Just calm down. This is a state-of-the-art slicing hub in the making. Belsavis security protocols, HoloNet, we want it all. The vault blows up our signal, makes it huge. Unbelievable. But we need a relay to carry it off-world. Go galactic or go home. You clear us out a spot for our relay and protect it while we hook in. We'll help you with your mystery machine.
I'd say we've come to an agreement.
You do this for us, the circle will be everywhere. You won't regret it.
Yeah, so like we talk about, like people say, oh, I'd love to play Wookiee. Wookiees are so tall, they'd be cut out of the cutscenes. Oh, I'd love to play a Rodian. Rodians don't have kissable lips, so they'd have to somehow do something with all the kissing cutscenes. All of them. They also need a mouth that can speak basic. It can't be too short, so you can't play Ewok, or they'd be be below all of the cutscenes. A character goes to like hand you something, and they're handing it to like the Jawa's head in the cutscenes. A lot of stuff like that, a lot of tricky stuff. One that we thought might be okay was Plo Koon's species. I always have trouble remembering it for some reason. But they have the orange skin. Oh, I didn't realize he'd attack me. You can die.
I'm an archaeologist, not a fighter.
Well, you're along for the ride now, buddy. Okay, let's go. Where is this gonna be? Oh, it's along the way, so we should just try and run out of here. Let's see if we can just hustle our way out. I think we can. So we thought the Keldor with their masks would be a good one. And although it'd be kissing scenes, a little awkward, right? The biggest reason they said they can't add Keldor is because there's so few options for customization. Like, they all mostly look the same, they all mostly wear the same type of mask. They don't have a lot of differentiation. Unlike the Togruta, you can give them all their different colors, you can give them all their different patterns and stuff like that. So I've seen a few, like maybe we can get a Chani. But I mean, people already make a Chani, they just make very pale humans. With the white eyes and the pale hair. So we'll see. But like someone mentioned here, one of our players in chat said that I'd love to see cybernetics on the other species. Like that could be the kind of thing they could definitely add without having to add a whole new species. That would be cool, for sure. Bothans, yeah, Bothans you could do. They have kissable lips. They're not too tall or too short. I don't know if they're super popular though. In terms of like, would players freak out if Bothans were added to the game? Would more people buy Bothans and or subscribe to the game because of Bothans? A lot of people were super excited about like Togruta coming, and that you could get Togruta for free at that point in time if you're subscribed when the last expansion came out. But I don't know if people would care as much about dog-face Bothans.
Are we dead yet?
Chagrin would be an okay one, yeah. They're very similar. We won. For Twi'lek and Togruta, yeah. I don't know if they're different enough that it'd be worth adding. So they kind of, once they did, oh, sorry, you could get Nautilin for free in the last expansion. Once they did, oh, big one! Where'd you come from? Force push! Ah! There we go. Once they added Togruta and Nautilin, and I think Cathar can count too. Those were the big three that people had been asking for en masse, like in big requests. Like lots of people asking for them. The other ones people are asking for I've seen are like Wookiee or Rodian, but you can't. They said for various reasons it's not going to work. And after that, there hasn't been any that have been huge in the requests. We already have cats, why not dogs too? So we're playing on a free-to-play account right now. So we aren't gonna do any endgame level 75 gearing at all. But I know a lot of people struggle with it, or they get stuck at certain points as they're making their journey to 306, which is the current expansion's max. Wasn't I just in here, or was it one that looked almost the same? I think it just looks similar. It sometimes feels like you get stuck at like a hump. Like some people get stuck at 292, I noticed. One of our players is saying they got stuck at 302, 304. It just depends on your luck and the type of content that you're running, like what type of boxes you're getting. Ooh, I hope I can just sneak all my way through here. Like run far enough that they don't notice me. I don't know if it's gonna work though. Alright, let's go. Oh, I don't know if I got far enough. I think I'm gonna have to fight some of these guys. Oh no, but they're running into the other guys. Oh, this is a mess. Let's just do this. Say hello to Force Lightning. One of our players is asking, is there somewhere I can read about this? About why Rhodians wouldn't work and stuff like that? There's no source. There's no, like, article they put out or anything like that. It's just little answers that they've given on various live streams that I'm remembering. We usually only write down the, like, major news, but, like, different interviews, people will ask them, like, oh, can we play a Wookiee? And that's where also the source is for them saying that they'd like to try out maybe more, that they've heard we'd like more character options. Here we go. Yay, more Nikto!
Nice work on the beacon. Guess we owe you some info, huh? That diagram's ancient alien tech, all right. Never seen it in my life. But Grokan saw something like this part here in the Republic labs. There's rumors of the kind of crazy stuff those aliens built deeper in the prison. Advanced AI, self-healing droids, living cities. He said this is some kind of healing device. I can kind of see that. Hard to say, though, without a scan. Them Rakata freaks built some twisted stuff.
I would expect nothing less. How do I acquire this machine, and then how do I use it?
If you can scan that device, we can get you a better idea of what this thing is and how it works. Here, data chip. It'll reprogram the Republic security droids in the area to open up the lab so you can get in and scan the device.
What are labs doing as part of a prison?
Can't say for sure. Figure it's something crazy if the Republic's come all the way out to Belsavis to do it. Take this with you. It'll let us analyze the Rakata prize without you having to drag it back here, yeah? Just watch the prisoners in the area. They're meaner than most.
All right. Sweet. I wonder if we've gotten Conquest. Oh, we got 26,000 points. If we wanted, we could probably finish Conquest today. I know one really good way is to rank up with your companion. I wonder which ones actually happened. So we got companion, influencer. Oh, and all the other ones would take us quite a while. Oh, we can do one really easy one. We can press the K key on our keyboard and assign a utility point. Versus a cooldown of 4 speed. I'll take that one. Ta-da! Assign a utility point. 14,000 points. And now we're only 9,000 away. I don't really need to make Conquest, though, on this character. One of the main reasons I like to do Conquest on my low-level characters is to level up, but he's already... he's already, stuck. I think this is a great place to end off. We got some really cool cutscene at the very beginning there with Darth Thanaton. We kind of know what's going on Belsavis and the potential to go to boss to cure poor Javik of his wounds. So I'll catch you all next time on the next episode of Wonder of Star Wars: The Old Republic, whenever that may be. Bye!